Hello and welcome to Let Them Talk. And what I want to talk to you about today is a very common question that I get as an English teacher. And that is, how good does my English pronunciation need to be? Okay, this is a very interesting question. How can I lose my accent? All right, I hear that a lot, so often. And I've had students who tell me, my accent is too strong. I want to sound more British or American, more Australian, whatever, okay? And this is my reply. Okay, your English pronunciation needs to be good enough. Yes, that's right, good enough. And that's all. Now, we learn English or any foreign language to communicate. And once your pronunciation is good enough to communicate without misunderstandings, without hindrance, you've done it. Your choice of words is much more important than the way you pronounce them, okay? So what do I mean by good enough? Of course, you need to be understood clearly by those around you. If people are constantly asking you to repeat what you say because your accent is too strong, then yes, try to reduce your accent. And we have, by the way, many pronunciation videos on this channel that will help you, and you should definitely check them out. Just to give you an example, make sure that you are aware of silent letters in English words such as sword, answer, climbing. Be aware of common mispronunciations. The plural of woman is women, not women. Iron is pronounced like that, not iron, it's iron. Mayor is pronounced mayor. Don't say mayor. I wrote a letter to the mayor. No, it's mayor, okay? Try and have good intonation. That's also very important. And as I said, I'm all in favour of having good pronunciation. However, don't get obsessed by it. I say this because I've seen this happen many times. Students desperately trying to sound like a native speaker and spending vast amounts of time looking at diagrams, training muscles, looking at mouth shapes, just trying to sound like a native speaker. And if you do it, it's bloody difficult, but bravo, okay? But really, it doesn't matter. And at the end of the day, in a sense, if you lose your accent, you're losing some of your identity. It's nice to have a slight accent, okay? So, if you're spending too much time on perfecting your accent, remember, time is not free. It means that you're not spending time on something else. Now, I want to talk to you about something called the 80-20 rule. Now, it's used in different fields, in science, in business, but in terms of your output, it says that 80% of your performance, 80% of your success will come from 20% of the work. And another way of looking at it is that you will spend 80% of your time on the least important tasks and 20% of your time on the most important tasks. And this is a lesson not just for learning English pronunciation, but for everything you do. So, have you ever worked on a project? I don't know, maybe a painting, a writing project, editing a video, and it's all going pretty smoothly until you've completed about roughly 80%. But then the last part you can't seem to finish. You want to get it perfect, so you spend so much time on it. More time than on anything else. You work late, don't eat, don't sleep, you sacrifice other projects, you sacrifice your social life, time with friends and family, just to finish it perfectly. Okay, I know I certainly have done that. And you think to yourself afterwards, you know what, maybe I shouldn't have spent so much time on that part. And you're probably right. That part at the end, that 20% that you spend so much time on, probably nobody would have noticed the difference anyway. So anyway, that's the 80-20 rule, and you can read more about that on Wikipedia. So perfection is the enemy of productivity. Get things done. Make sure it's good. Make sure it's good enough, and then move on. And yes, that's true with pronunciation. If everyone understands you and you've got good but not perfect, but good pronunciation, that's amazing. Now do something else. Go to the park, smell the flowers, I don't know, meet your friends, bake a cake, read a book, climb a mountain, whatever. And congratulations, you've done it. You've got good pronunciation. Now move on to the next project. Okay, well, that's it. I hope you found that useful. But do you agree with me? Do you think you should try and sound like a native speaker, or is it okay to have a slight accent? Let me know in the comments, and as always, stay mellow, and see you in the next video.